And the Lobos will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Line gets set, first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The run to the right. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. And they've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. You got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Goes to the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Sanders. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Lobos headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Oh, it's a reverse.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as
fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, what a move! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Pulls his way forward. Continuing to churn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Get set.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Coming after him. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 41, set to kick it away.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 14, New Mexico 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now from the 40. Quarterback, what they see. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Lobos want to move quickly. Wants to throw it on third. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
As a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him. And then, boom, he hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me.
And he's got it at the tag. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it with the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
West Virginia 14, New Mexico 7.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. It's a reverse. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught them in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
On the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. You got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll give it to the back.
I wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that lap.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. quick completion on the out. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Lobos will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. Listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Can anyone catch him? At the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Number 11.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Coastal Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Slings it downfield. Finds a man by himself. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback... That wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut it and
run from the 2. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tackle.
Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, West Virginia, 35, New Mexico.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 41, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over, 1st and
10. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Lobos want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. Soft spot in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. To the air on first down. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To the air. It's Dampier. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. Runs through a tackle. Boom. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1. 2nd down coming up.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run the toss. Shakes off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 25 to Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That one comes out hot down the right side. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Complete to the right. Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, New Mexico! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The expressway is wide open. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter.
West Virginia, 42. New Mexico, 28.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away.
New Mexico, 28.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his target down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the right. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground.
that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football and locate it and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Oh, and he missed it. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And here comes the offense on second down. Trying to get the corner. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Low man wins, and he's just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Donaldson. Just trucks through it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First down for this offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one,